Yep.
Big crowd from Scobbers here. A very good first quarter from Old Xavs. Paul Lefebvre at the quarter-time change, asking for a lot more endeavour from his players to continue on in the second quarter and not fade out like the last final in the second quarter. All right, bounce of the ball. Richard Hart up in the ruck. Knocks the ball forward again. Hones there. Ball hits the turf. In there burrowing to Matty Freeman, knocks the ball wide again. Pack of players forms, and the umpire will bounce the ball. Yes, continuing on, Paul Lefebvre quarter time urged the players not to let their concentration lap and continue on with the good performance that they carried in the first quarter. Bounce the ball, lovely knock, Richard Hart, down to Bloomy, was it? Was it Bloomy? It was a lovely knock anyway, and it's a free... No, sorry, Grenny. It's a free kick to Jerry Grenville for around the neck. Big long kick, Grenny. Yes, it's a nice kick too. It's into the pocket though. It's into the pocket, but Prowsey's there and he's found the safe hands and the big chest of Brendan Prowse. He's standing there. He's probably about 40 metres out from goal on a very tight angle. He looks good when he's round the goals, this fellow. He's had a very good final series. He's going for the torp. Oh, it's a big roost. It's a big roost. Bernie Quinlan. Oh, it's faded across the goals. A beautiful kick. Hits Scobbers knocking it forward again. Scobbers knocking it forward. Joey McGrath's in there. Gibbo's there. Gibbo's got the ball. Great play, Gibbo. Great play, Gibbo. Steadies, kicks long. Up they go. Prowsey. Oh, beautiful play, Gibbo. Lunchbox. Heafy hooks it over his shoulder. Ball dropped mark by Scobbers. Hits the turf again. We're in with a chance again. In with a chance, dragged to the ground. And the umpire decides not to give a free. Couldn't pick one out, and it was a good decision. And he's decided to bounce the ball. Okay, about 2 metres, 5 metres out from goal.
Play from Mark Gibson there.
Absolutely
dynamic.
Bounce of the ball. Up they go. Knock forwards, knocked wide, and knocked out of bounds. Very good play from young Gibson there in his first finals appearance. Throw the ball in. Joe McGrath brings the ball to the ground. St. Kevins there chasing. Player onto the left foot. Hooks it wide. Toos is there reading the play beautifully, showing his experience. He's a first grade Old Xavs player. This player runs wide, kicks into the forward line. A number of Scobbers there going. Scobbers players everywhere. Lifts the elbow there, you animal. Nevertheless, knocks the ball forward. Scobbers player onto the left foot, kicks it up to the wing position. Richard Hart set, ball hits the turf. Nick Boylo there, props, hand pass. Richard Hart picks the ball up. Lovely play, Richard Hart. Beautiful play, Richard Hart. Kicks the ball into the captain of St. Kevins, Big Rick, I think he is. Big grip on the ground, this fellow. Steadies the ball. Terrible kick, but a lovely mark from the St. Kevins player with half an arm there, number 10. Very courageous. Lovely kick there. No, scrubbing kick. Pearso's there. Bounce the ball. Scobbers got it wide to Griffo, and Griffo, the Mediterranean man, stuffs it up and knocks the ball out of bounds. The boundary umpire asks the Old Xavs players to keep back, throws the ball in. Richard Hart up in the ruck. Lovely knock by Richard Hart, but it's caught by St. Kevins. Ball wide. Mick Colopy onto the left foot. Aims for the middle. Lovely play, Cameron McNamara. Takes the mark, runs on, plays on. Looking for Gibbo there. He's got the ball. Lovely mark onto the chest. He's forced wide. He's looking for a player. And he's picked out Heafy. Heafy's up. Beautiful punch by St. Kevins. And it's knocked out of bounds. Someone's injured. Someone's hurt. No, Fenno is all right. Granny thought Fenno was a crook. Ball thrown in. Knocked by Joe McGrath to Fenno. Fenno on the right foot. Caught. No, lovely. Kicks the ball. Centres the ball, the goal square. Prowsey's there. No, ball hits the turf. Steadies onto the left foot. Steadies again. Dodges one. Dodges twice. No. Ball hits the ground. Push in the back there. No. Play on. Old Xavs there in the middle. Oh, strong tackle. That would have hurt that one. Umpire decides that to bounce the ball, and Quinny, over to you.
Scobbs are really going in hard here at the up in their back line. Great defence by some of these Scobbs players. Anyway, ball goes up, comes down to Fenno. Fenno dodging, gets caught. Could have been a free kick against Fenno there. Scobbs, almost throws the ball out. Porky Hogan's come on. Simon Hogan gets onto his left foot, looking for Damien Honan. Honan will have plenty of time here to have a deliberate shot for goal. 40 metres out. Big fight. Prowsey's marked it in the square. A fantastic grab by Prowsey. Even though there's a blue going on, a small melee going on in the middle of the ground. Centre half forward, the half forward line. Brendan Prowse taking a big mark in the goal square. He'll come around on a bit of an angle here, but Prowsey dominating up on that forward line. Scobbs defence have apparently got Prowse phobia at the moment. That's the tip we've heard. Anyway, Scobbs coach Curly Allen is making a few changes here. There's blokes, there's Giffos. Giffos come off, been a dangerous player. Been a dangerous player for Scobbs. Now Prowsey puts it straight through the centre for his third. Old Xavs, the Crocs go to 6 goals for 40 points to St. Kevins, one behind. Giffo, unfortunate injury, looks to his shoulder. Yeah, and the captain, who's that? Brownie. Brownie's come off as well. Disappointing there. The Scobbs bench is in a great deal of trouble at the moment as the Old Xavs Crocs go further ahead. And as the Old Xavs, here we go, back to the centre of the ground. Shortly due for a ball up. Richard Hart playing a fine game. Joey McGrath dominating. Cam McNamara in the pivot there. Actually could be playing on the wing. I think Toos has come into the centre.
Skevvies are carrying too much weight.
Yeah, there's a few big fellas. There's a few big players. A few meatheads for Scobbs. Anyway, bounce to the ball. Comes Richard Hart, gets it down. Going down to number 27 for St. Kevins. Kicks the ball out wide. Scobbs man marks. Almost paid the mark by the umpire. Number 1 for, that's not Johnny Allen, is it? But anyway, number 1 for St. Kevins out in the half forward line. This is about the first forward thrust for the St. Kevins team this quarter. Big kick, big torpedo kick to full forward position. St. Kevins man in front. Can't hold the ball. Good tackle there. Could have been holding the ball. And well picked up umpire. Paid it against the Scobbs man. The Scobbs man. No attempt going to Matty Freeman.
Playing a good game, Matty, now.
Yeah, he's played well all year, Matty Freeman. Anyway, plays on. Big kick down to the centre wing. Fenno, a big grab, gets up, can't get his hands on the ball. He's back in play, does the tackle. Fenno playing a brilliant quarter here. On the burst, just dominating. Gets the ball forward down to the centre half forward position. Cameron McNamara showing a bit of dash onto the left foot. Hooks the ball back, looking for the bounce. Lunchbox, comes over. Could have been a free kick against the St. Kevins. No, they'll ball it up.
Play,
great bit of play by Joey McGrath. Really come into his own here. Last 10 minutes of the first quarter and started off brilliantly in the second quarter.
Rarely see Heathy getting under a pack like that.
I've seen him get under beds like that. But anyway, the lunchbox, up he goes. Joey McGrath gets it down. Fenno in the van. That's St. Kevins man. Gets a kick in. Good play. That's Ringer. Ringer's doing well for St. Kevins. Comes down to Mick Colopy. Mick Colopy, he's beaten 3 of them. Still pushing the ball forward. Gets it over to Bloomy, playing a good game. Could have been a free kick downfield. Fenno's going to beat 2 of them here. Goes up before acceptance, comes down. Gibbo playing a good game. St. Kevins, Ringer. Yeah, that's a good move by Curly Allen. Good move bringing on Steve Ring. Could have been a free kick there to Ring. Umpire didn't see it. Matty Freeman's in trouble. Yeah, the umpire has picked it up. Should have paid the advantage. Should have paid the advantage. Matty Freeman looks to be in a bit of trouble with the left shoulder here. It's his free kick, centre wing position. 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Let's hope he's okay. He's an important player. Looks all right. Going back now to have his kick. Looks okay. He's a great player. We're copying a bit of abuse from the St. Kevin supporters. He might be in trouble here, Matty Freeman. He'll come back. He's tough. Opens it up. Kicks the ball, looking for Honan. Copying a heap of abuse here from some of the old ladies, the old St. Kevins supporters. Anyway, it comes out to the St. Kevins players. Doing well, this fella. Matty Freeman's come off. Doctor's going to have a look at his shoulder. Jack Manley went for the doctor. Then, bad play comes into St. Kevins. Another handball out. St. Kevins looking all right. The chance to score here. Jack Manley's going to be in front. Peter Tomanovic, Big Tommy. That's about his 3rd strong mark in the last line of defence. Comes around on his left foot. Kicks the ball. Drops a bit short and man in front there, a St. Kevins player. Half forward line, about 55 metres out from goal. Chance to kick a goal with a slight breeze. The breeze has definitely dropped from the first 10 minutes of the first quarter. Still favouring your left-hand side of the screen. St. Kevins man comes in now. Ordinary kick, centres the ball. Who's in front? Mick Colopy playing a fine game down there.
Great to have him back at the club, isn't it?
He'll go on, Mick Colopy. He'll go on. He's the sort of player that could develop into a first player in future years. Anyway, he's had a few games in the seconds, kicks the balls along the ground. Lets me down there, Michael. Anyway, Damien Honan does well. Looking for Porkers Hogan. Great mark there. Come on at quarter time. Did he come on at quarter time?
Yep.
Came on at quarter time. Good move there by coach Paul Lefave. Anyway, good play, Boylo. Gutsy to... holding the ball, umpire against the Scobbs. Great play by Nick Boylo. Number 77 for Old Xavs there. Great bit of defensive play. Kept the ball in play, centre wing position, bounce to the ball. Scobbs man goes up, gets it down to another ruckman. Oh, ball comes out. Out to Ringer, playing a good game since he's come on. Well tackled by Hogan. Out to Jerry Basho Grenville. On the burst, he even has time for a bounce. Could he take 2 bounces? Run for 30 metres, looking out for Prowsey. Oh, no, good. Oh, free kick against Brendan. No, Mark, pay the mark. Man in front. Good mark, a solid defender on St. Kevins. Kicks out Will. Oh, fine kick. Good torpedo punt. Cam McNamara in front. Can't keep hold of the ball. On the burst is St. Kevins wingman coming around the half forward, outer side of the ground. Oh, big fly there. Big fly there by Bloomy. And a free kick against Crocs and going to St. Kevins. St. Kevins have picked up a bit here the last 5 minutes. Couple of thrusts into their forward line, but have been repelled by the rock-steady Crocodile defence, led by Peter Domanovic, Michael Colopy. Anyway, here he is again. Nick Boylo dominating out there. Gets a hand pass. Well tackled, got the hand pass in. Comes out to Scobbs man. St. Old Xavs here. Oh, very hard to see what's going on, but it's ball's drifted out of bounds. Back pocket for the Crocs. Over to you, Steve.
Thanks, Quinny. The Xavs defence holding up very well there. Porker got at the ball, kicks it wide for safe. Fenno's coming out to meet the ball. He's knocked the ball forward to St. Kevins. St. Kevins knocked the ball out. Good play there from the St. Kevins player. Number 27 has got the ball in front of him. He's knocked the ball wide again, but Mick Colopy's there. He's got the ball. He's knocked it on to Richard Hart. Richard Hart's dodged one, dodged two. Lovely player, Richard Hart. Kicked the ball forward, but unfortunately it's found a St. Kevins player. Number 13 for St. Kevins.
Paddy Hooper.
Good on you, Paddy. All right, Paddy kicks the ball into the forward line. Number of Old Xavs players there. Up they go. Mick Colopy's there. And Pearso's collected the ball. Strong clearing play wide. But the St. Kevins player, number 25, who's marked the ball on the wing just in front of our commentary position. Looking downfield, mongrel sort of punt kick. Grenville's there, Hones is there. Grenny comes out of it again, and he's going to cop a free for a trip. The Copper's got a free for a trip, and this is his 3rd kick in the last 4 minutes. He's looking a bit tired, but he's torpedo punt, wobbly sort of punt kick. Fenno's there, knocked the ball down. Porker's there. Fenno, oh, lovely tackle, cracked Manly. Lovely tackle, Nick Boylo, number 10. Run him out, Grenny. And the ball's run out of bounds. The Xavs centre line and the Xavs half-back line holding up to the pressure again. The game's tightening up now. The game's tightening up a bit. And the ball's thrown in. Richard Hart's there. Lovely knock from Richard Hart. Jerry Grenville's there again. Got possession. Push in the back. No, says the umpire. Boundary umpire signals that the ball is out of bounds and the ball will be thrown again. Yes, the screws have tightened on this game at this stage. Scobbers have lifted their performance. They're going in harder and the ball's bounced. Richard Hart knocks the ball forward again, dominating in the ruck. Number 27 for St. Kevins. Richard Hart comes out with the ball again. Kicks it forward. But a fellow called Crowe from St. Kevins has got the ball. Carrying a bit of weight, Maxi Crowe. Gets around Joe McGrath. Big punt kick into the forward line. Richard Hart's there. Gibbo's there. Ball's wide, number 13 for St. Kevins. Oh, but lovely play from Crack Manly to force the ball out of bounds and a beautiful bump on that little fella, number 13. Paddy Hooper. The ball's about to be thrown in by the boundary umpire. Richard Hart there once again contesting the ruck. The ball's thrown in. Up they go. Knocked again by Richard Hart. Down to Bloomy. Pack of players. Ball wide. Cracks on the ball. Bloomy's bouncing. Bloomy's, oh, beautiful play, Chris Bloomy. Magician. Joe McGrath there. Courageous play, but Crowe's got the ball. Hand passes to St. Kevins. Back to Crowe. They're looking a bit shady here. Jerry Grenville's in. Meets the ball. Courageous play, Jerry Grenville. Sprint. Hand pass. Wide. Heafy's got the ball. No, hasn't got the ball. Crowe's over the ball. Pack of players, looks like there's going to be a bounce. Yeah, it's going to be a bounce, says the umpire. Heafy had a chance there, but couldn't quite gain possession of the ball.
Crowe. St. Kevins centre half back, played well there.
Has he been on Joe McGrath all day?
No, he only got switched on to Joe when Joe took the 3 marks at the last 10 minutes of the first quarter.
Bounce of the ball, St. Kevins have got possession, looking upfield for a player. Long raking drop punt kick, Mick Colopy's there, bounce of the ball, Bloomy's got it again. Good play, Bloomy, onto the left foot. Kicks it into our forward line, but a good mark, good strong mark taken by the St. Kevins player. Look, kicking the ball wide, drop punt, up they go. Hones is there. Ball, the umpire didn't pay it. Pack of players over the ball, and it's going to be a bounce. A bit of language going out on the ground there. Bounce of the ball. Richard Hart got possession again, playing a great game. Richard Hart leading well from the ruck, kicks the ball wide to St. Kevins. St. Kevins in the middle, looking downfield. Lovely left foot kick, looking for the player. Wide, Peter Tomanovitz is on his heel. Wide. Is he going to run him out? Yes, he's... Oh, no, he hasn't. He hasn't run him out. The hand pass in, St. Kevins player number 10 with great tackle from Porker. Peter Tomanovitz onto the left foot. Great play, Peter. Xavs are behind their player, Fenno. Oh, good tackle. Back on Joey. Great play, Joe McGrath. Shepherd, Fenner. Good triple, Fenno. Good on your Porco. Great play, Xavs. Grinny Jingle's got the ball. Looks forward. Heafy's there. Taking the mark. Hits the ground. Fenno on the... Grinny on the ball again. No. Yes, he's paid a free to Grinny. He's paid a free to Grinny for too high. I think it was because it was too high.
Grinny going in hard there in front of Max Crow. Centres the ball, looking for the lunchbox. Oh, he's almost pulled in a one-hander. No, paid against Bernie. Free kick against Bernard Heafy for a push in the back going to the St. Kevins. Steve Ring again. Should have been at the start of the game. Anyway, Ringer. Big torp. Finds a Hogue. Oh, Porkers couldn't hold the mark. Ball's been rushed out of bounds in front of the St. Kevins coaching box, and there's about 15 in the box at the moment. Anyways, centre wing position. Ball thrown in. Damien Honan gets a short kick in. Play on. Call the umpire. Great bit of play by Joe McGrath. Fenno centre the ball. Looking for Prowse. Well played there by St. Kevins again. Definitely lifted the Scobs defence. Playing well now. But at the same time, they're not scoring. This is the quarter. They're throwing everything at the Crocs, and they're not scoring. 17-minute mark. Second quarter. Ball kicked in. Big pack flies. Oh, Joe McGrath pulled the mark. Great piece of play by Joey McGrath.
Was it off the hand?
No, Joe McGrath had the first grab, definitely. Bernie Heafy shepherded out. Still comes down with the ball. Oh, great, strong play from Bernie Heafy. Kicks poorly for a point.
They're giving him a bit of attention now.
Yeah, they've picked up Heafy now. He's still playing well though, the forwards for Xavs, but not converting.
We certainly got the hop on them in that first.
Yeah, and that could be the winning margin. Still early days yet though, Steve. Ball kicked out. Gibbo running across, gets in front, keeps the ball in play for Xavs. Comes out, there's a ball, a pack develops, and umpires plucked out a free kick. Outer side of the ground, half-back flank position to St. Kevins, kicks long. Comes down. Oh, Pearson on the burst. Oh, senior player for the Xavs. Kicks long, looking for Prowse again. And second grab, can't mark. Comes down to Scob's defence again. Playing well. Steve Ring dominating since he's come on. Why wasn't he down on the ground earlier, Curly? Anyway, the ball's gone out of bounds. Half-back flanker, free kick up here for St. Kevins. Kicking with a breeze is about a 2-3 goal breeze. Still throwing the left-hand side of your screen. Ball's kicked down by St. Kevins. A mongrel punt. Bounced over the top of the pack. Coming out here, looking at it, is ball coming through. Richard Hart, dominating the game. On the burst, gets tackled, but still gets his kick in. Good piece of soccer play on the full by St. Kevins. Anyway, Mick Colpy doing well there. Comes down to St. Kevins' man. Another pack develops. Scobs could have been a free kick against Xavs. Nah. Nick Boylo doing well. Over the back, Joey McGrath had to punch from behind. Good play, Joey. Through goes Andy Berrigan. Kicks it out to the wing. Porker's in the van here. Needs a bounce. Got a bounce. And a free kick downfield, umpire. Didn't see it. Didn't pay it. He saw it all right. Jack Manley. Great bit of play by Jack Manley there. And the umpire says, I'll take it, fellas, for a ball up. Centre wing position. 20-minute mark of the second quarter. Bounce the ball. Up goes Richard. No, he won't. He'll be out of position. Good knockout by the Scobs player. Down to number 15 of St. Kevins. Mick Colopy got his hands to the ball. Did very well there, Michael Colopy. Out bustling the St. Kevins opponent. Ball out of bounds for another throw. And he certainly wanted it harder than the St. Kevins man did. Throw in, half forward line. So here comes the Richard Hart playing well. Just look at the scoreboard, please. And that goes out of bounds for another throw in centre wing position.
Rovers have lifted from the last final, Quinny, I think. Great performances from Matty Freeman.
Yeah. And what about Simon Hogan? Doing well, really coming into the game, Simon Hogan. Good play there, good strong play there. He wants to go on with it. for St. Kevins, man. Bad play there. Anyway, back to the game. Oh, Peter Tomanovic doing very well. Playing a great game. Last line of defence down there. Over to you, Steve.
Thanks, Quinny. Yes, as I mentioned before, great play this quarter from the little fellas in the side. The ball's about to be thrown in. Up they go. Knocked down by St. Kevins. Michael Colopy's got the ball. Hits the turf. Knocked forward by St. Kevins. Chasing the ball is, I can't see the player from Xavs, knocking the ball forward, running it out. Crack Manley's there, gets possession, dodges, kicks, nice kick from Crack. Up they go. Granny takes the mark. No, it's going to pay the free to St. Kevins. Free to St. Kevins, I don't know what for. Kicks it into the middle. Bloomy's there. Lovely mark, Bloomy. No, Mick Colopy, is it, or Bloomy? Bloomy. Bloomy was right the first time. Playing a great game, Bloomy. Off the side of the boot, but Gibbo's there. Oh,
Side of the boot at all, Steve.
Yeah, must have been a pass. Good.
That's why you're not coaching this year, Steve. All the favours.
Toos has got the ball. Pace again. Swobbly sort of a kick. Oh, but Heafy's there. One bounce. Lines him up. Kicks the ball. Heafy. Oh, Barney. How could you do it, son?
Forget about that for a long, long time. I know Brendan Prowse won't let you forget it.
Oh, you could have hand passed, you hungry fella, but nevertheless you had a crack and missed it. We all love you though, Bernard. You're still doing a great game for us. You're doing a great job for us, Bernard. But I know you'll remember that for years to come. For years to come when you've got your grandchildren and you're jigging them up and down on your knee. Okay, short pass to St. Kevins. Number 10, that's the fellow with the half an arm. He's playing very well. A fine, courageous player. Kicks the ball up to the wing. Up they go. Richard Hart. Beautiful mark, Richard Hart. Playing a great game, leading by example. Kicks long. Looking for Heafy, set there. Up they go. Joe McGrath in the middle of the pack. Ball hits the ground. St. Kevins pick up the crumbs. Maxi Crow, torpedo punt into the middle. All Xavs. Bounce. Michael Colopy there. Michael Colopy knocks it out wide. Kicked off the ground by Bloom. Chasing up there is Cam Mack. Pass to, who's that? Toussaint. Steadies. Kicks long. Down to the middle. Brendan Prowse. Silky's got it. He's a sly bugger, Silk. I didn't even know he was on.
Paul LaFave knew he was on.
There must be a tunnel under the ground and he's popped up in the goal square. You tricky little bugger, Silky. Lines it up. He'll kick it. He'll kick it for sure. Oh, yes. Lovely kick, Silky. Oh, and it's a goal. Oh, great play, Luke Silk. When you least expect it, Luke Silk will pop up and bag one. All right. Xavs have steadied again. This is the first real crack in the game so far for the last 10 minutes. 10 minutes, quarter of an hour. I would guess that there's been minimal scoring at all. It's been tough physical play. Xavs have bounced back, met bump with bump. I get the feeling
Scobbers have just about thrown their best at the Crocs this quarter and still haven't kicked a goal. They've definitely picked up their game, St. Kevins, but still haven't kicked a goal, and that's the bottom line.
Yep, they're carrying too much weight. That's the problem. Anyway, knocked by Richard Hart. Ball kicked wide by, I couldn't see, Gibbo, yes, out on the wing, and the ball's run out of bounds. Yes, I agree with everything you say, Quinny, that Xavs have met everything that's been thrown at them and given it back more. Ball hits the turf. And Toussaint's got the ball, and the siren bounces. And once again, it's been a very good quarter from Old Xavs. They're sitting well, they've played well, they've bumped, they've tackled hard, and we're looking forward to the next half with great anticipation. Now the scores are 7-6, 48 to 1 goal. Oh, just 1 point. Oh, 6 goals, 5 down, Scobbers. And, well, anything can happen in grand finals. Anything can happen. But we must say that Xavs' fitness, determination and team play and togetherness has certainly had the measure of St. Kevins in this first half.
Yeah, great. Look, Old Xavs Crocs playing fine game, particularly in defence there.